Welcome back everybody to the daily show where I'll be doing technical analysis on stock market. So before we get started, please hit that like button and 150 likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing and help us get to 10,000 subscribers. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading and all kinds of long-term and short-term setups, definitely it's worth every penny. Check out that link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it. So you can see tech earnings kickoff and how Trump's tariff swings are hitting each companies. And it is true. And then in top of that, all these threats that are coming for Powell to cut rates. I mean, you can see right here Trump ramps up attacks on Powell, demands a loser Fed chair a lower rate now. And yes, not only his, interest rates are higher. A lot of people are paying, high interest rates. So I can see the frustration building there. This is the guy who actually appointed Fed Chair Powell, and now he wants him gone because of higher interest rate. So that is interesting. And market definitely did not like that, and we saw the market selling off again aggressively today. Fear and greed index still rating at extreme fear 22. So it's not really going out of this extreme fear zone for almost a month now, or actually over a month. We do have some big earnings coming up tomorrow. After closing, we got big name Tesla. Before closing, we got GE, Verizon, RTX. These are some big names. Then we have Tesla, Enphase. We got Capital One, and then followed by Wednesday, we got Boeing, AT&T, some big names, and then we got some of the other big names like Google, Intel, also reporting earnings, and then PepsiCo on Thursday morning. So lots of earnings just getting started, and there is going to be more end of this month and even next month. Now, what is happening in the stock market? Well, if you look at my screen, Dow Jones going down nearly 1,000 points, down 2.48%, Nasdaq down 2.55%, S&P down 2.36%. It was down more than 3%. Russell down 2%. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500, pretty much everything in deep red today. And technology taking right on the chin, down 2.7%. So huge losses right here on technology, and then consumer cyclical also, industrials, energy, everything is down on the day. Stock market map, I don't think you want to look at it, but let's have a look. I mean, look at this, except I would say, one or two names here. Netflix, they got a beat on earnings, so slightly up on the day, but pretty much everything getting hammered. Nvidia down nearly 5%. Got JPM, we got Visa, BRK. I mean, anything you see on my screen down. And CMI is definitely down big time. Microsoft going down again. PLTR. We got Apple down 2%, Amazon down 3%. Tesla before earnings getting killed, down nearly 6%, and Meta going down 3.35%. Now let's get started with S&P 500 here and see what we can see and where the things are actually going from here. On SPY ETF, it's down 2.38%. And we came back all the way down to this support right here, 509, 510. This was the weekly expected move. And from there, we saw that bounce today. Now it's sitting at 515, slightly up. We got a gap here from today, close to 524. Now, this video is coming out a little bit late, and I'm going to go into details just a tiny bit. I was watching X, people's comment, and some of these YouTube video thumbnails that are extremely bearish, and people are actually commenting even more bearishly on those videos, saying that I mean, it just doomsday out there. Market is going down to zero. That's all I see. Guess what, guys? The same people that were extremely bullish right up here, these are the same people that are extremely bearish down here after almost 20+% correction, right? Now, I'm going to acknowledge, because I do know how to read the chart, daily trend is down. I know that. Weekly trend is down. But where are our opportunities from these moves to the downside? Over time, who wins? Mostly bulls, they win over time. Bears, they win, but they don't win a lot. Market, let's say you shorted back in 2022. Just giving you guys a quick example. You shorted back in 2022, you thought we're going down 50%, and market rallied another 50% to the upside. So, and you can go back to 2007. Let's say you shorted there and you think the market is going down to zero. What happened over time? Up, 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 and up, right? These are opportunities. These are not time to be scared, getting under the bed and say, hey, market is going down to zero. I have a little bit of money left. I'm not going to buy anything. If you're thinking like that, you're not going to make any money. You guys saw people that are subscribed to my channel, especially my channel. We had puts from the top 555 June puts. We're not into June yet, guys. SPY came down to 481. I did sell my puts way before this 535. I think it was like 550 I sold, went deep in the money. We bought calls. You guys saw a lot of the trades. SMH, Nvidia, Apple trade, Triple Q, SPY trade, many trades. We took profit. Almost 90 to 95% of our positions were sold right here on that big rally. So now market pulling back. There is still chance. I mean, this would be nice to hold 524 as a higher low, but that did not hold today because of, again, do not count this man out, Trump. Jay Powell was one of those most powerful men out there that actually can make the stock market, also can break. Fed Chair Powell, right? And now looks like, I mean, he's nobody anymore. Because why? It was the same way when Trump got elected last time. Trump tweeting, market going up. Again, going back and tweeting, market pulls back a little bit. So it was going back and forth, even back when he was elected before. And now he's back in office again. So if you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go and short here, and then the tweet comes out, he was pretty much saying today that we're doing great, we're having a deal. Who knows what deal this guy is having? Maybe it's with China. And then he comes out and tweets something. You don't see this candle? This is once in a lifetime where you're gonna see this type of candle because of one tweet. Now, yes, I see these comments out there. I see people are getting extremely bearish in the market and talking about a crash, 50%, all that crap. Imagine one tweets comes out tomorrow morning, and what's going to happen? This downtrend can break. If it can go up 50 bucks, this downtrend can break. Now, I'm going to acknowledge that again that yes, the daily trend is down, weekly trend is down, but these are opportunities for us. People don't see it that way. The only way they think is, oh, I'm just going to buy some puts here and I'll be up if it comes down to 500. But, this is not a great location for puts. If you bought here, maybe it was great. I didn't even buy here. I was waiting for this. I did short Qs, a few times, but I didn't buy, anything crazy because we just had that massive bounce. So the point I'm making, guys, block out all that noise and you see what's best for yourself. Market is already down quite a bit. There is more upside in the market than downside. If it comes down, you have even a better opportunity. So I see it in a positive way. We come back down more. Who doesn't like cheaper? I think, that's why we don't like inflation, right? Because everything is high. If everything was cheap, we would be so happy. We would be saving money. So why you don't like when market is giving you an opportunity and things are getting cheaper in the market? Why are you just going in one way, just shorting into the hole? You can get punished like a lot of people got punished right here. So be careful, especially shorting the market inside this hole and market is making a new low or possibly will come down and retest this low down here. I would like to see market going over 524 and holding that. But at the moment, I'm going to acknowledge that yes, we broke a critical level, and now this is going to be the next level, 510. If that's out, there will be consequences. SPY will come down to 500, maybe even 490, and then 480 will be retested. That's the monthly support, monthly pullback. It can happen again. If we can get over 524, that holds some consolidation, and then from there we take out this high from this candle, then that's going to be extremely bullish for a move to the upside. We still have these gaps. Now, if we're looking to short, maybe tomorrow, we see some sort of a move up to 524 to close this gap. This is going to be an opportunity to possibly short here with a tight stop loss. And I'm talking about a really tight stop loss, maybe 15% here. And if this thing is not able to hold 524, you can play it to the downside. But here, shorting again, I don't think so. Only on a bounce right here, this is going to be a critical level to break. Gap fill reversal can happen to the downside unless we break that and we hold over this level. So keep an eye on that, guys. This could be an opportunity to maybe short with a tight stop loss. But if this thing breaks over it, then you have big move where this thing can move up higher, easily up to 530 to 535, then even test this trend line. And don't forget, we still have this gap on top on SPY ETF. Qs, I'm going to show you guys right here. We did short Qs few times, even last week, Monday, near this top. And you can see now two gaps. Even though we did fill this gap here, now it's got two gaps, 456 and today 441. So there is going to be resistance at 440 to 441 right here. If we come back up, otherwise, if this thing takes out this 527 or 428 range right here, you're likely to come down a bit more, 416, 412, lower Bollinger Band. If we can hold over this gap, 440 to 441, then we have a bullish case in our hand for a move up to 449 and possibly up to this gap. At that point, that's going to be a breakout over this down trend line. So watch out for that as well on triple Qs. On Dow Jones is down 2.49%, and big thanks to this stock right here. Let's have a look at it for a second, guys. UNH, I mean, look at this dump off. This thing is an absolute dip buying opportunity. I know the earnings are bad and all that. I don't have to know that again, but looking at it, extremely oversold, fantastic opportunity. You would possibly get at least $100 to the upside if you can hold this, and you got to hold longer. I'm not talking about something weekly, monthly, you just get out the next day. Not those types of trades, and that's why DIA also going down quite a bit because of this thing. Now if you look at DIA, guys, it definitely broke down today. And now we got a gap at 389.51. And you can see we did not hold this low down here, guys. I was hoping for this 384 range to hold. We did not hold that today. And now, if this thing does not hold 378, it can come down to 372. And we are pretty much retesting these lows down here at 366. Now we get some sort of a counter trend rally tomorrow to close this gap, 389.51 to 390. This could be just like on SPY, a shorting zone with a tight stop loss. Keyword here, tight stop loss. If you're having a wider stop right here on SPY or even on DIA, you can lose money, because if this rally continues to the upside and you're pretty much shorting on that mini bounce, you're not short here, then you would lose money. So that's why you need a plan, a game plan to go and short something like this on a bounce or gap fill reversal to the downside right here. Now 384 will be the resistance, and then 389.51 over that. It would look more bullish for a move up to 396 and then 400. On IWM, it's down 2%. So this thing came all the way down to 180, went back up to 183-ish, and not really holding up there. So IWM, key level of support to watch right here, 178. If we can get over this 185 range, then this thing can move up to 188. And don't forget, we did not even close this gap at 196. So IWM definitely, I mean, small caps are always getting beaten down, guys. And now, I mean, I don't mind if this thing comes down, because what I see here on IWM is a fantastic opportunity to go long, possibly add more exposure if this thing takes out this range right here. 165 comes down a little bit more. And these are monthly time frame, guys. We talked about it before. Fantastic, fantastic opportunities. And if Jay Powell starts cutting rates, guess who's going to benefit from that? IWM right here. And that's why I think if this thing goes lower, I don't mind. These are great opportunities as this thing makes a new low, especially under this low 171.73. So for tomorrow, 185, 188 resistant to watch, 178 key level support, and then we might be heading down to 170 again. On VIX, it's up 14%, but if you look at my screen, it was up over 35, and then right before closing, we got that rejection because right here at 35, we do have resistance right here. You can see multiple rejection at 35, and even today we got a rejection and came back, still up on the day over $4, but it's not looking that promising after that rejection at 35. So VIX, keep an eye on it tomorrow. If this thing gets under right here 5-day moving average, which is sitting at 31.42, and gets under especially 30, in that case quickly you can see a flush all the way down to 26, and there is a gap right here just above 23 to the upside. As long as this thing remains over a 5-day moving average 31.42, it can come up to 35, and only if that breaks you're going to see explosive move on VIX to the upside. And you can see these upside resistance right here on VIX, and you can definitely come up and hit one of these right here on top. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night, everybody.